Welcome at Painting at School, the second part of grade 2. It is lesson 6. In the first part of grade 2, I introduced the complementary colors. And I still want to show you some more examples. Because this theme you can paint with children in grade 2, but also in 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 even. Because the level, the difficulties, the combinations and possibilities of vigors in it, you can discover by yourself, and especially the pupils can discover a lot with these exercises. So you can use this theme through all the grades and make it as difficult as you want. It is a very interesting theme. I will give you an example for grade 2 to make with the children about these complementary colors. You have a cage and a bird. They can draw by themselves. And this bird they can give different colors. By watercolors. Maybe 1, 2 or even 3 colors. Now we should like to have this bird in a cage. How can we do this? We look 20 seconds at the bird and then move our eyes into the cage, and then you will see the bird is there with lovely light colors. Now we will start the second grade theme of grade 2. It's about the movement of the color movement. In grade 1 you have the moods, and the moods are still very important, but out of this mood you get a movement. And as basic stories, we can use the stories from the holy legends. And in each culture you have that kind of stories. For instance, Christophorus, who was a very impulsive man and became later a very thoughtful man. So the children can choose for this impulsive mood, maybe a red or orange, and change this red-orange into more a violet bluish mood color. Or you have a lot of stories with 2 persons, or a person and animal. If you look at 2 persons, it could be a soldier who gives his coat to a poor man who's sitting there at the portal of a town. Saint Martin, for instance. So what is the mood of the soldier? And what is this mood of this poor man sitting there with it very cold? So the children choose 2 colors, at the right and the left of the paper. And then this giving, taking care of the poor man, the children has to choose colors which gives a connection between these 2 ones. So maybe you go from a red-orange into a yellow, golden yellow part to this poor man who is sitting there. And we don't paint figures, they're just color patches. Another example can be a very shy, quiet woman goes into the town and is sharing food to the people. So this movement of sharing, is it blue, is it red or orange, this activity, they can paint from one color to the other and even change this second color. Now we will go to a theme which is in Western Europe, the story of Francesco. And Francesco is meeting the wolf in a wood, and the people in the town are very afraid of this wolf, and they ask Francesco, please go to this wolf and talk with him. And though this is a nice theme about this calm man standing there meeting the wild, aggressive wolf. And I will show you in a video how I had this theme in class 2, in grade 2. And you can see how I have a very short conversation with the children. They remember the story and then they choose their colors. And if they have chosen their colors, they start painting from one color to the other, from the other to the first one, and you will see they will do it in totally different ways. So look at this video. Ontmoette de wolf in het bos. Francesco, he met the wolf in the woods, and the wolf was very angry. And Francesco was very calm. Do you remember this story? Herinner je dit verhaal van vorig jaar?
Yes.
Yes, you do?
Yes.
And what happens? Wat gebeurde er toen Franciscus de wolf ontmoette?
I don't know.
You don't know anymore. Who knows? What happens? Did the wolf eat Francesco?
No.
No. What did he do, the wolf? Hij ging naar Franciscus luisteren. Yeah, he listened to Francesco and he became very calm. So Francesco could take the wolf into the town and the people weren't afraid of the wolf anymore. De mensen waren niet meer bang van de wolf. Dus je hebt Francesco, he was very calm, and the wild wolf. If you can choose one of the colors, which color? Welke kleur zou je kiezen voor de wolf? The red one. Okay, the red one. And for this very calm Francesco, which color do you choose? The yellow. The yellow for Francesco. Wie zou een andere kleur kiezen voor Francesco? Which color would you choose for Francesco? The blue one. Okay. Well, I tell you, this is the paper, and at one side you paint the color you wish for Francesco, yeah, at the side of the door, and at the other side down, there's the color of the wolf. Dus we start with two colors. We beginnen met 2 kleuren en die raken elkaar nog niet. They don't touch. Ze raken elkaar nog niet. En wij tekenen geen wolf, alleen met de kleur van de wolf. We tekenen geen Francesco, geen mens, alleen met de kleur. Yes? You understand?
Yes.
Okay, you understand? Nice. Well, go and start. Nou, wacht. Here you see at the wall 6 examples of this painting lesson. I think you recognize some of them. And you see how different they are. In the first place, how put I them at the wall? The light ones here and the stronger, more intensive colors, darker colors there. And you see how the children started with 2 moods, for instance a golden yellow and a violet, and the movement of the color to the violet from this golden yellow. Or here you see a violet into a red one, and there's something in between very special. Such things happen in a painting lesson. Or a child who paints more and more, and this red is covered by a blue, and here you see a lot of colors and makes it very browny. Also interesting details in the colors. Here you see a violet changing into a red, orange, golden yellow to this part of the painting and covers this blue one here. This is more simple, from violet to blue, and out of the violet you have this golden yellow covering the blue into a green. So all the children have their own solutions in this painting lesson. From Francesco, the calm man, and the wild animal. Now I will look at last to other exercises you can do in grade 2. Still you can exchange colors. So if a color exercise and the next time you change one color and you change also the other colors. So if you make violet blue, the green will be yellow, or a red will be violet, and the blue will be green. So this exchange of colors you can continue also in grade 2. And then there's an example of Steiner for grade 2. It's about a coquettish lilac, violet, who's sitting very close to a cheeky, impudent red. Both colors. And they are on an humble blue. So only this sentence is enough for a painting lesson in grade 2. And you can make your own examples of this kind of short stories. So a violet and a red on a blue, an humble blue. At last I will give you some practical advices. How to organize the paint and the water jars and the brushes. Well, I made 2 cupboards in my school. They look like this. And in the cupboard is all the material. You use one cupboard on wheels for 3 classes, for instance grade 1, 2 and 3, and one for 4, 5, 6. So your organization can be in 2 hands. 2 persons can be responsible for it. Also the making of the colors. If you mix them in big bottles, you put this bottle in an old fridge so they keep cool. Because you know the paint can smell not so very nice. If you walk through a Steiner school, a Waldorf school, sometimes you can smell where the painting lesson just has happened. So keep the paint cool and keep it together. So not everybody has his own paint bottles in the classroom. So economically that's much better. You see there is place for paper and for sponges and the water jars and the brushes. And I'll show you how you can put the brushes in a small cupboard at the wall. So the brush is hanging down so it can dry in a good way and the iron will be okay. So this is a way you can organize the paint materials at school. The next lesson, grade 3, will be about rainbows, creation of mankind, and from the mood and the movement we go for the first time to the color figures. Out of the mood and the movement are coming out the figures in grade 3.